Hi everyone. If I didn't get a chance to introduce myself to you already, my name is Amy Monaco and I'm the new Assistant Principal of Instruction. And I'm really looking forward to working collaboratively with all of you this year to help improve student growth and achievement in our school. In regard to staff meetings, I really want to have a large focus on professional development this year. We're going to be focusing on our district initiatives as well as the Common Core state standards, primarily in our staff meetings. I'll be providing you with agendas 3 days prior to the meeting, and we'll have one staff meeting per month. If there are housekeeping items that need to be addressed, these will typically be sent through email. In our staff meetings, I'm really hoping to provide you with time to collaborate with your colleagues, and my role will be there to facilitate discussions between teachers and grade levels. Your role at the staff meetings, I'd really like some input and collaboration in regard to our agenda. If you do have an agenda item that you would like added to our staff meeting agenda, please email me with it at least one day prior to the meeting so that I can put our agenda together. I would also like you to be able to collaborate with colleagues across grade levels. I know a lot of times that we are able to speak with colleagues on our grade levels, but don't often get a chance for that vertical articulation from grade level to grade level. Additionally, if there are any necessary materials to participate in our staff meeting, they'll be on the agenda, and I ask that you bring all of these materials to the meeting ready to participate in discussions. Grade level meetings will be held 2 times a month, and the agenda will be determined prior to each meeting by administration. But again, I would like to facilitate collaboration in regard to if you have an item to add to the agenda, just please send it to me 3 days prior to the meeting. Then our grade level leader will also provide me with a copy of the meeting minutes no later than 2 days following the meeting. I'll be visiting each meeting according to need, so if you have a special need that you think I'd be able to assist you, please just let me know and I'll try my best to attend your grade level meeting. Additionally, I want to provide as many opportunities as possible to work collaboratively with your grade level members, and this year in our grade level meetings we'll really be exploring the new Common Core state standards as well as the new curricula in our district, and we can all work to facilitate and develop new units of study that correlate with these the new curricula. Additionally, we'll have time to explore new program materials, especially in regard to the science program that was new this year and the Words Their Way program. In regard to determining areas of weakness in student performance, there are a multitude of school-wide reading assessments that we'll be administering to help to pinpoint students' areas of struggle. These are the Rigby benchmark running records that you're all familiar with, the Fry sight word identification, the Words Their Way primary spelling inventory and letter sound identification, as well as our district-wide writing prompt. In math, we have the district-wide quarterly benchmark assessments that have both a pre and a post test. And we'll really be using this information to identify the areas of struggle for students and working closely with our basic skills teacher and reading specialists and guiding students through the RTI process based specifically on the data that we accumulate from these assessments. In regard to teacher performance, as you know, we are a pilot district for EE4NJ, and we're using the Marzano model. This pilot began last year, so I know that many of you are familiar with it. But for those of you who are not, we'll have additional extensive training on the Marzano model and the new teacher evaluation model. For non-tenured teachers this year, we'll be conducting 5 observations throughout the year, and for tenured teachers there will be 4 observations throughout the year. And there will be a pre-conference and a post-conference with each of these evaluations. We can utilize this observation data to determine areas on which to focus for the next observation, going back to the 41 elements of the Marzano model that you are all familiar with. In regard to selecting which elements that you'll get observed on, I'd really like to implement a collaborative approach so that you're at each of our pre-conference we can discuss what each observation will be specifically focusing on. Additionally, each marking period when you submit your class data summary sheet that you're familiar with, we can really look at that to determine, to target areas for additional professional development. And I can also, I'm hoping to pop into your classrooms if I can to also determine areas of need, and then perhaps we can develop groups or classes based around your areas that we can work on through professional development. In regard to teacher accountability, we'll be having RTI meetings approximately every 6 weeks that will be an opportunity for you to present and discuss student data, especially students that are in tiers 1, 2, or 3 of the RTI process, or students that you're considering adding to tier 1 of the RTI process. The new teacher evaluation model will be implemented fully in the 2013 to 2014 school year. And once this is implemented, and again this will be a statewide decision, approximately 50% of your evaluation will be those observations, and the other 50% will be student performance. So for untested subjects, there will be a specific measure of student performance, but this is as yet undetermined. However, we may be looking at the class data summary sheets to help us with gathering this information. We are very fortunate to work with a great number of educational support professionals in our school, and this year we're really hoping to further their role in assisting students. We'd like to increase the time that they're actually working with students, as well as having them work to increase students' time on task. We'd like them to really be a strong factor in supporting teacher efforts to achieving specific student goals. And we're also really working this year to limit the number of classrooms that support professionals attend each day, so they can really better get to know the students and work more closely with the teachers. Looking at our curriculum, there are a great number of changes this year. The Common Core state standards were adopted in New Jersey as of September 2012. So this means that over this summer, there are new curricula written in each of our core subject areas: language arts, math, and social studies and science. So now that each of these curricula were board approved recently, all of our curricula now aligns with the new Common Core state standards. So we'll really be devoting a lot of time this year to helping staff members familiarize themselves with the new curricula, as well as the new Common Core state standards. We'll be devoting several staff meetings to unpacking the standards, and as well as providing time to look through and really see how it matches up and aligns with our new curricula. There will be a curriculum committee that we're looking to develop, and these staff members will be provided with release time to work with the different grade levels to develop units that we can implement in our classrooms right away. This way we're all working collaboratively, and the job of creating these units does not fall on each individual classroom teacher. We'll be able to share with grade level members. There's also workshops offered throughout the year at the district level that have to do with the new curriculum as well as the new Common Core state standards. And all of this new curriculum, if you have not gotten a chance to look at it yet, is posted on our district website. Professional development this year will also correlate strongly with the new curricula and new Common Core state standards. There was a survey that I know you all completed within the first week of the school, and through that survey we were really able to determine the areas of greatest need for teachers at this school. Many of you said that you would like to focus on the new Common Core and curriculum, as well as Writer's Workshop, the Marzano model. And these all correlate with our district initiatives as well. So we'll really be focusing on our professional development staff meetings and grade level meetings on these topics this year. In terms of the district-wide professional development, your year-long professional development, whether it was a class or a project, was determined back in June. And we'll be working collaboratively at your summative meetings at the end of this year to develop your professional development plans for the next school year. I'd really like to implement a differentiated supervisory model this year, and what I mean by that is I'd like to account for staff members at varying stages of their career. I'd like to offer an increasing amount of teacher choice and or support depending on the needs and experience of the teachers at this school. For the more experienced teachers, we're looking for teacher leaders that can serve either as grade level leaders or take the lead role on the various committees that we're developing this year, especially the curriculum committee. And for non-tenured teachers, we'd really like to work to offer a great deal of support, especially within the first 3 years. So we'd like to provide release time so that you're able to observe classrooms in your grade level, especially to observe more experienced teachers. And I would also like to provide you with a great deal of support in our pre and post conferences. Since we will be having more observations this year as one of the pilot districts for EE4NJ, we'll really have the opportunity to sit down at these pre and post conferences and discuss areas that we can, areas of challenge or a need that we can really sit down and develop a professional development plan together. I know that everyone at this school has a strong commitment to developing quality instruction and increasing our student achievement. And I think that there are really 3 common threads that run through this idea. The first is certainly collaboration. Although I am new to our school and to the district, I'm really interested in getting to know all of you as teachers. I am hoping to come into your classrooms and get to know your students. And I think that collaboration really is the key to working together and to being successful to support quality instruction and student achievement. Again, the pre and the post conferences will feed into this very well so that we can really sit down and collaborate in regard to the elements that we'll be focusing on this year in our observations. Additionally, the way that the professional development is set up in this district, it really gives us a chance to individualize. So we can work together to develop a proposal for a personalized project or a book study with other colleagues. Similarly, we can work together to develop a proposal for a PLC that you're interested in working on. And we also offer our year-long courses for those of you who maybe aren't as comfortable with developing a project. You can certainly enroll in one of the year-long professional development courses that the district offers. Another key area in which I'm hoping that we can all focus on is communication. I'd like to personally communicate our initiatives and our goals clearly. I'll be able to communicate with you at staff meetings as well as through various emails or memos that I might be able to send out. But I want you to also feel comfortable popping into my office if you have any questions or concerns. I know a lot of initiatives are new this year, especially in regard to the new Common Core state standards and the new curriculum. So please don't hesitate. Please feel free to stop in. My door is always open. And also you have a great resource in the grade level leaders. So they might be able to help you out, and I'll be communicating very closely with them in regard to many items throughout the school year. Finally, a big key to our success is cooperation. I know that even though many of us have varying experiences and varying levels of experience, we're all working together toward a single goal, which is student growth and learning. And I think if we keep this goal in mind and keep our efforts focused on student growth and learning, then we can really work together and have a very successful school year. So I look forward to getting to know all of you better as the year goes on, and I will certainly see you in your classrooms and in the hallways, and please feel free to send an email or stop by, and I certainly look forward to a very successful and productive school year. Thank you.